back to the Eventhouse channel, your home for all things hospitality. I'm your host, Jill Goldfine. Who needs a coffee break? Well, grab a cup and settle in for meeting Ashton and Brett, the founders of Rig and Grinds. But first, here are some snapshots of our friends who have some good news to share. So, let's get started. Big congratulations to Adam from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, who completed his associate's degree in hospitality tourism management, then made Dean's List in his first semester towards a bachelor's degree. On top of that, he passed the Safe Serve Manager certification. Woo! Claps for Adam! Matthew Santiago is so happy to have been called back to work from furlough as a housekeeping supervisor. Big relief, Matthew. Maria Gutierrez's hotel staff always donates to the Salvation Army at Christmas time. This year, their expectations were low. But to Maria's amazement, they had to order more gift tags for the underprivileged children in her area. Turnout was off the charts. Natalie Frazier was furloughed, then laid off last year. Her good news is securing a really exciting new hotel position with a fresh start. Best of luck, Natalie. Shout out to Kimberly Dirksen, who completed her bachelor's degree during COVID. Huge accomplishment. Way to go, Kimberly. Debbie Haid had just come back from furlough as a pastry chef when she encountered a couple celebrating their anniversary at her hotel. After some conversation, they realized that she had made their wedding cake years earlier at a different hotel. Great reunion and feel-good story, Debbie. Thanks. After a long 10 months of unemployment, Kelly Thornton got a new job in tech. She will definitely miss hospitality, but is really excited for this new chapter. Best of luck, Kelly! After only 2 weeks into a new job, Duffy Lucas was laid off last March. After countless interviews with little response, he decided to hunker down for the CMP exam. And there's his success! Congrats, Duffy! Anita Smith had a tough year with furlough, leading to layoff. But she landed a new job with a great pay increase. Way to go, Anita! Joanna Armet Walling has been super busy with achievements. First, as a digital event strategist, then a COVID compliance officer, and also GBAC certified. And she's still going. You go get 'em, Joanna. For Ashton Gelineau and her husband Brett, morning coffee is a ritual, and the taste and experience. Rig and Grinds is their passion project that they're hoping to continue growing. I'm so pleased to have Ashton and Brett here with me to talk about their inspiring pandemic experience. Hello, thank you for joining me.
Hey, good afternoon, Jill. How are you today?
Doing great. Thank you. Thanks. So it's been quite a year, almost a full year now. Could you tell me a little bit about your professional background leading up to 2020?
So we're up in the Panhandle of Florida, and like most in our area, we're in the hospitality industry. I've been a sales and events manager with a boutique hotel company for 7 years, and Brett has been in beach service.
Yeah, manage the beach, putting out chairs and umbrellas for guests and tourists.
Great. As 2020 came and things started shutting down, how were you all affected initially? And then I want to hear how the coffee started growing.
There was this area, I was at a conference for HB Hospitality, and in a room of, I think there was almost 65 people, sitting at conference round, something you don't see anymore. And a really well-known attorney in our industry got up and kind of said, "We'll be fine, don't worry." And it was about 48 hours later, my mom called me and said, "You're not traveling anywhere. Wow. This is getting really serious." And I remember being like, okay, well, we'll be fine. There's no way this is actually going to close down the world like many other people. We started working remotely like most, and then both of our industries in our town shut down for an entire month starting in April. But with us, we are in such a beautiful location that so many people came here to work remotely. So though we shut everything down, there was a need to meet the audience. And a lot of our restaurants and hotels in the industry were able to stay open and keep the same pattern. So I think we were very, very lucky within that. And then Brett actually started coffee roasting almost 2 years ago. Just kind of,
So this was a hobby before a necessity.
Yes, and then bought a $2,000 roaster, and so I guess in order to justify spending that much money roasting at the house, like started selling it at the farmers markets and just seeing what would happen. And now I have a 3 kilo roaster and just expanding, I guess.
Wow. It looks like you're in action here.
Yes, and so the little small one, the one I started on, I actually started on like a popcorn popper, and then I bought that one in the back, a little small one. And
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was coming home after a 10-hour shift, literally roasting until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night on that, just doing, I think one bag of coffee takes like 10, 15 minutes on that. And so it was like doing, we're selling, I think, 40 bags of coffee at the market. So it was taking me a long time.
And he was working full time based on the beach service. It's 6 days a week, 10, 12-hour days. And if it wasn't for having the opportunity to shut down, we wouldn't have been able to start. He wouldn't have realized how great he is at this. He had to actually take time and focus on the coffee company to build up to where we can get the roaster that you see there. That's about 2 years of passion going into that big, beautiful machine. Our intention really in starting the farmers market with a small roaster was just to cover the cost of buying an expensive machine that we really didn't need for our own personal coffee in the morning. Right. And it kind of just kept building from there, but it was definitely having 30 days of being at home and getting to create the website and work on the branding. We love to sail. And we love coffee, so that's why we kind of came up with Rig and Grinds. And we kind of came up with the concept of the logo, and then my friend Addie out in San Diego actually did the full graphic design and everything on it. Brett's done most of the packaging and branding and put the website all together himself. So he's another side of him that I didn't know existed.
It looks like the packaging has different countries on it, so you source from all over.
Yes, source them all over. Go through an importer in the States, just how small we are. I can't travel to origin and select coffee, but I do.
One day.
Yes, one day maybe, hopefully. But yes, just trying different coffees, different origin, different country, because they all taste different from each other. Just the plant varietal, the altitude, that all makes a difference.
I like how on your website, you talk about in your bio, you talk about how the two of you talk about coffee, how it's flavor forward, or are there fruits in this, or it tastes like dark chocolate and all this. I mean, it's really an art. I would compare it to wine, because that's the kind of conversation people have about wines, and you're having, and of course people talk about coffee this way. It's just, the passion is amazing. Yeah. Going forward, Ashton, you're back working full time?
I am. And I actually just received a new position. So I started a new hotel 2 weeks ago.
That's wonderful. Congratulations for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're back. And are you back at the beach, Brett?
Not yet. So it's seasonal. It's still too cold right now, but we'll go back mid-February, beginning of March, I think.
Okay. Oh, so you still have some time at home to do this full time?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. They went back full.
Back, or is this still going to be, you're going to keep this going and hoping to?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, probably, I think the larger machine is going to help me to where I'm not spending every night, roasting, maybe like 1 or 2 nights and then bagging one night and getting everything ready for the market. So still going to keep it going, just kind of depending on, help and how many markets I can do, but I'll definitely still spend my one day off roasting and selling coffee.
Oh, that's great. That's great. It's such a good story. Yeah, thank you so much. Wow, their coffee is fantastic. And you can enjoy some too. Visit their website, rigandgrinds.com, and at checkout, use our discount code EHP for 20% off your purchase now through March 22nd. Next up are some hilarious examples of outlandish things that hotel guests have asked you. Enjoy!